Xinya's lips curled into a sneer. Want to use an assistant to catch us? Then take advantage of the situation. Taizan Linfeng, follow me. The three of us went to meet her. Lung Feng, you continue to lurk. Find out where other people are. Tang Tang. You stay where you are and protect yourself. Always ready to support. The three of us calmed down. Quietly, he moved towards the location of Phantom Sound. In a jagged stone forest. We see the woman in the black and gold jersey. She was facing away from us and seemed to be exploring something. Take action. Xinya shouted lowly. Taizan roared and launched a charge. Like a heavy tank slamming towards Phantom Sound. I will use Hunyuan Gong. A Hunyuan air-splitting fist blasted out from afar. Blocked her escape route. Xinya is the fastest. Like a bolt of lightning. The alloy sword in his hand pierced Guanin's back heart. The three of us joined forces. Even if the opponent is at the 7th level of body training, there is absolutely no way to please the tyrant. However, at the moment when our attack was about to hit, the body of that Phantom Sound suddenly. It swayed like water waves. Then with a bang, it turned into dots of light all over the sky. It's an illusion. Not good. Fell into a trap. Xinya's face changed drastically. Almost at the same time, the ground suddenly exploded around us. Four extremely powerful figures soared into the sky from the ground. Surround the three of us. They are the other 4 people from the Dynasty Guild. The leader is the tyrant with a cruel face. Ha ha ha. Xinya. Haven't seen you for a long time. You are still so stupid. The tyrant laughed arrogantly while carrying a huge machete. The 3 people around him were all smiling ferociously. This was a carefully planned ambush against us. Damn it. Taizan raised his shield to protect the front. Face solemn. I asked in a deep voice. What should I do, Sisteria? One-on-one I am not afraid of anyone. But now it's 3 against 4. And the other party was obviously prepared. Xinya's face is also extremely ugly. She stared hard at the tyrant. How did you know our route? Want to know? The tyrant smiled cruelly. Go ask the King of Hell. Take action. Quick win. Kill the newcomer first. The tyrant roared. The target is pointed at me. They know very well. Although I am famous. But he is a newcomer after all. Is the weakest link in the team. Ghost hands and poisonous scorpions also transformed into 2 after images surrounded me from the flanks. Linfeng, be careful. Xinya exclaimed. Want to come to the rescue. But he was clinging to the tyrant. I fell into a desperate situation instantly. In the live broadcast room. My fans are all crazy. Yoli in danger. The people of the dynasty are so shameless. 4 people beat 3 of us. Priority is also given to recruiting newcomers. At this critical moment, an accident no one expected happened. The side of the Iron Mountain that has always been protecting me. The huge tower shield suddenly and strangely retreated to the side. He made way for me to lead to death. The poisonous dagger in the ghost hand and the gleaming poisonous scorpion. The sharp claws of cold light appeared in front of me without any hindrance. But Taizan just lowered his head. He said coldly in a voice that only I could hear. Boy, don't blame me. The price offered by the guild is too high. Betray. At the most critical moment. I suffered betrayal from my teammates. At this moment I finally understood the dynasty. Why can you set an ambush so accurately? Because there's a mole among us. Ha 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 ha. Go to hell, genius. Ghost Hand's ferocious laughter rang in my ears. The shadow of death instantly enveloped me. What? A fatal betrayal of the host is detected. Strong negative emotions have reached a critical point. System Special Module Inner Demon has been activated. All your bad energy will be converted into Shura's fighting spirit. An indescribable horror. The breath explodes with me as the center. The more than 30,000 strands in my body are caused by the abuse of countless anti-fans. The evil spirit formed by the curse was ignited at this moment. They are no longer tools to temper my body. Instead, it turned into the most primitive and pure desire for destruction. I opened my eyes suddenly. No whites of eyes. No pupils. There is only a bottomless depth. A sea of blood burning with dark red flames. The black Shura fighting spirit is as real as ink is pouring out of my pores. A set of coverings formed on my body. Black armor with ferocious bone spurs and strange runes. My hair is windless automatically. Roots standing upright. Transformed into a strange silvery white color. Looking down at the world. The terrifying coercion of treating all living beings as ants swept over the entire audience. What's this? The tyrant who was fighting with Xinya suddenly stopped. Look at me in shock. Eyes full of fear and confusion. Xinya also stopped attacking. Beautiful eyes full of shock. She can feel it. The me at this moment and the me a few seconds ago. Already 2 completely different existences. That breath. Let her, a master of the 7th level of body training. They all felt the trembling from their souls. Kill him. Quick. Ghost hands and poisonous scorpions are closest to me. The deepest feeling. They were intimidated by my momentum. But the attack in his hand did not stop. On the contrary, it is more severe. They want to strangle me before I can completely transform. But it's too late. In my eyes, with the fighting spirit of Shura. Their movements were as slow as slow motion. I can even see the ghost hand dagger clearly. The blue venom is trembling slightly. Can clearly see the scorpion's pupils that are slightly dilated due to excitement. Noisy. A cold. Without any human emotion. Syllables come out of my throat. I moved. No martial arts were used. I just raised my left hand casually. Coming soon to everyone's retinas. Only a black afterimage is left. A crisp sound. I accurately grasped the wrist of the ghost hand, stabbing my heart. Ghost hand's smile froze on his face. He wants to withdraw his hand. But he found that his wrist seemed to be a pair of red-hot iron pliers clamped tightly. Motionless. How is it possible? I didn't answer him. Just use your fingers slowly and forcefully. Click. The heartbreaking sound of bones cracking. Clearly through live streaming equipment. Spread to everyone's ears. Aha! The ghost hand screamed like a slaughtering pig. His entire wrist and arm bones. I forcibly kneaded it into a twisted shape. Next. My blood-red eyes turned to the poisonous scorpion on the other side. The poisonous scorpion was scared to death. Her proud claws are still there. Less than 3 centimeters from my throat. But I no longer dare to make any progress. She screamed and turned around to run away. Did I let you go? My right hand turned into a black phantom. The one who came first grabbed her neck. Lifted her whole body into the air. Let me go. The poisonous scorpion's hand scratched at my arms frantically. But that's enough to tear the steel plate apart. The sharp claws fell on my Shura armor. But it can only make a series of tinkling sounds. Not even a white mark can be left behind. Her face turned the color of pig liver due to lack of oxygen. Legs kicking feebly in the air. This scene completely stunned everyone. Only one move was used. The 2 main members of the Dynasty Guild who were on the 5th level of body training were eliminated. What a terrifying strength this is. My live broadcast room. The barrage went completely crazy after a brief period of silence. The tyrant and phantom sound have been frightened. They looked at me like a devil descending into the world. Both legs are shaking. Withdraw. Evacuate quickly. The tyrant finally reacted. He let out a scream of terror. No longer caring about Gina, he turned around and ran away. And the one who has been hiding in the back. The traitor Taizhan was the first to react. Rolling and crawling, he fled towards the depths of the stone forest. I wish my parents could have 2 more legs. Want to run. The corner of my mouth curved into a cruel arc. I let go of the unconscious poisonous scorpion. Let her fall to the ground like a puddle of mud. Then I looked towards the direction Taizhan was escaping from. I didn't chase. He just slowly raised his right hand and shook it in that direction. Shura's fighting spirit condensed into a huge black ghost hand in the air. Ignoring the distance of space, he instantly appeared behind Taizhan. Grab him. No. Taizhan let out a desperate cry. No matter how he struggles. I can't even shake that ghost hand at all. The person who betrayed me. All must die. The cold voice echoed throughout the stone forest. My fingers suddenly tightened. A muffled sound. In front of millions of viewers. Tieshan's strong body and his strong armor. Forced by that black ghost hand. Crushed into a bloody mess. Blood and minced meat dyed the earth red. Flash sale. Another instant kill. A 6th-level exercise. A heavily armored warrior known for his defense. Just like that, I was crushed in the air. The whole world seems to be quiet. Everyone was stunned by this bloody. The domineering scene was so shocking that I was speechless. I solved Iron Mountain. The bloody eyes slowly turned to the tyrant who has escaped 100 meters away. The tyrant feels my gaze. Scared to the point of splitting liver and gallbladder. Run faster. I'm getting ready to take action again. Sudden. A strong feeling of weakness and severe pain comes from the depths of my mind. The bloody world in front of me begins to fade away. The Shura armor on the body also began to become illusory. The power of Shura's fighting spirit is fading rapidly. Its outburst overdrafts me. At the cost of all evil spirits and spiritual power. Damn it. I groaned. Kneel down on one knee. The silver hair quickly turned back to black. The armor on the body also turned into black energy. Come back into my body. He's exhausted. The phantom sound that I never dared to touch captured my changes keenly. Shout out in surprise. The tyrant who had already fled stopped when he heard this. He looked back and saw my weak look. A trace of hesitation and greed flashed in his eyes. This is a perfect opportunity to kill me. Lin Feng. Xinya suddenly came to my side and helped me. Look warily at the tyrant opposite. Don't be afraid. I can kill one more. I'm breathing heavily. Struggling to stand up. But my body feels as heavy as lead. The tyrant's face is uncertain. He looked at me and then behind me. Eyes full of fear. My devilish posture just now. The shadow left on him was too great. He dare not bet. He was afraid that I was acting. Afraid I can explode again. That kind of destructive power just now. Let's go. In the end, reason defeated greed. The tyrant gritted his teeth. With phantom sound. Help up the half-dead ghost hands and poisonous scorpions. Disappeared at the end of the stone forest without looking back. The crisis is temporarily over. After confirming that they are far away. I can't hold it anymore. My vision went dark and I completely lost consciousness. The last moment before I passed out. I heard Xinya's anxious voice. Shouts and cold beats from the system. Bite. Shura's fighting spirit state ends. The host falls into a severely weakened state. Bite. The host becomes a demon due to one thought. Ironblood's act of rebellion triggered a flashpoint across the entire network. The peak popularity of the live broadcast room exceeded 10 million. The number of fans skyrocketed. Congratulations to the host for achieving a special achievement. Shura. I feel like I've had a long dream. I'm in an endless bloody battlefield. Surrounded by mountains of corpses. Countless ghosts and monsters roared towards me. And I'm sitting on the throne on top of that mountain of corpses. Looking down at it all indifferently. Lin Feng. Wake up quickly. An anxious voice woke me up from my dream. I opened my eyes suddenly. What caught my eye was Jinya's pretty face full of concern. We are still in the Black Mist Valley. Currently hiding in a hidden cave. Cold front warns at cave entrance. Tang Tang looked at me nervously. How long have I been unconscious? My voice is a little hoarse. The body is still very weak. Even moving my fingers feels laborious. About 2 hours. Jinya handed me a bottle of water. How do you feel? Very bad. I smiled bitterly. Like being run over repeatedly by a dozen trucks. The sequelae of Shura's fighting spirit are more serious than I imagined. You scared us to death. Tang Tang patted her chest with lingering fear. You looked so scary just now. Like a real devil. I'm silent. Thinking back to the time when I was in control of everything. The feeling of regarding life as trivial. Even I feel scared for a while. That kind of power makes people sink so easily. That's not your nature. Genius seemed to see through my mind. Said softly. That's when the evil spirit has accumulated to the extreme. Inner demons triggered by strong negative emotions. Is a pure will to destroy. It will temporarily eat away at your sanity. How could you know so clearly? I keenly grasped the key points in her words. Her knowledge of traffic martial arts. It seems to be far beyond the scope of an MCN guild commander.